Hello, everyone. I'm David Sainz, the head of marketing at Rivet Logic, and I want to thank you all for attending today's session. Today, we're presenting live video and fundraising platforms for nonprofit organizations. In this webinar, we'll talk about the changing dynamics in video for nonprofits, the typical video on demand and live video use cases, and the solutions AWS and Rivet Logic have created for them. We'll also have a live demo of our unique solution. I'd like to welcome our presenters, Scott Woods and Al-El Nattar. Scott is a senior solutions architect at AWS and is currently working with some of the top corporations and system integrators to help them build AWS solution-based applications. Al is our president and COO. And in addition to overseeing all of our projects and practices, he has also led the architecture and implementations of numerous projects over the years. He's also the leader behind our live video and fundraising solution that you will see today. If you have any questions during the event, please enter them into the Q&A or chat section, and we'll cover them at the end of this webinar. This webinar will also be recorded and available on demand after the event. I am now going to turn things over to Scott so we can start off our session today.
Here are just some of the data points that make our discussion here so relevant. During the pandemic, we've seen a devastating decline in charitable giving, which has led to a very significant disruption in nonprofit organizations' ability to deliver on their mission and their impact in the community. And nearly a quarter of NPOs not really sure if they're going to survive. Given the current state, most NPOs are ready to pivot, adopt new technology, go virtual in order to continue their mission. But many are simply constrained by their budgets and are intimidated by the technology itself. So how can you leverage technology and the cloud to further your mission? Stay engaged with your members and the community. Here are some of the use cases we see in the video space. Broadcast events. These can be live or simulated live events where you want to broadcast out to a large audience. Examples could be a music concert or plays. You might want to even record it and make it available later as on-demand content. Town halls and briefings. This is typically a scenario where you have one person or a few people and you need to broadcast it out to many. We look at VOD use cases. Capture and deliver lectures, classes, or really any types of communications. Charitable giving. Online or virtual giving has been around for a while, but the real key is how to do it well. And I think we're going to hear more about that today from Rivet Logic. Also, transcription and translation. These can be powerful tools to increase communication and community with members. We are going to discuss and demo some solutions today. AWS Elemental Link is a small form factor device that allows you to easily create live streaming video leveraging the cloud. Amazon CloudFront is a content delivery network which makes it possible to deliver live or on-demand video at scale. We have our interactive town hall solution. This solution allows you to create an interactive conference-like experience, very much like what we're doing here today, but with a broadcast capability, so delivering live content at a large scale. We also have Rivet Logic, who's joined us here today to take a look at their solutions in the NPO space. First, we'll take a look at the AWS Link workflow. Link is a small form factor device that allows you to plug in your HDMI or SDI video source and automatically connect and send your video to the cloud. From here, it simply looks like an input into what is our Elemental Media Live service. This does all the video processing, so it takes that single video source coming in and then it transforms that into something that you can use for delivery. And so we use Elemental Media Package and Media Store to package that content and that content lives in those services as the origination point for distribution of your video content. Amazon CloudFront is that content delivery network. That's what allows it to scale. So this is how you reach 100 users, 1,000 users, 1,000,000 users to different devices. In addition, if you need to send this to other destinations like Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, you can create those outputs from Media Live and to deliver to those destinations as well. So now let's hand this over to Al to take a look at the Rivet Logic solutions.
Thank you, Scott. So who is Rivet Logic? Well, Rivet Logic is an award-winning consulting, design, and systems integration firm. And we are laser focused on helping enterprises realize their digital transformation vision. And part of that relies on building intuitive, infinitely scalable, modern, secure, and robust digital experiences. We also have deep expertise in building video management solutions in the cloud for live video, video on demand, also known as VOD, as well as live to VOD workflows. And over the last few years, we've consolidated our 15 plus years of experience in this space to build solutions, or as I like to call them, enablers, to assist all types of organizations in maximizing the benefits of modern video technology in a way that is very cost effective and also tailored around the nuances within their specific vertical. So even though today we will be talking about a solution for virtual fundraising, you will quickly notice that the features within the solution that I will be discussing today can be relevant to many other verticals, markets, and industries. In fact, the same underlying platform our virtual fundraising solution is built on is also being used today to host virtual expos, training portals, large-scale video management solutions, and much more. So let's jump right into the demo. Rivet Logic's fundraising solution is an end-to-end offering for any organization trying to raise funds virtually in an intuitive manner. And for that to be true, we must offer attendee registration that is simple and easy. So when your attendees first visit the event site, they will be presented with a few easy-to-consume pieces of content. Typically, you would have some event information displayed here, an agenda or program with a blurb about each speaker, sponsor or underwriter logos, and so on. The first thing that the attendees will be presented with is the login form for attendees who have already registered for the event. Attendees who have not registered yet will be required to enter their information in the registration form. Keep in mind that the fields in this form can be tailored to match your needs. A simple filling of this form will then send an email with a verification link to the attendee's email address used during the registration. When the link is clicked, the attendee will be returned to this event site and automatically logged in. When registered attendees visit the site before the event starts, they will be presented with a landing page and a countdown to the event's start time. Notice that throughout the days leading up to the event, attendees will be allowed to and encouraged to donate money towards a pre-event donation goal. This is an option that can allow organizations to really maximize their fundraising efforts even further. Now fast forwarded the countdown a bit, and you will now see that attendees who are already tuned in to the event site will not have to refresh their screen or go to another screen to watch the event. Because when the counter reaches 0, it will be automatically replaced with the video player and live chat function. And now your event is live. As the event progresses, you will notice that the live chat feature is fully functional and users can interact with it during the event. The frequently used emojis can be configured per event to make sure that engagement is at a maximum. In addition, you can choose any emoji from the list provided here. Next, let's take a look at the donation bar. It is critically important that the donation bar is sticky and does not move as the user interacts with the site. This is important because we have found that donors are sometimes confused when they are not able to find how to donate. So we made sure that donation is very easy. Plus, if a user were to maximize the video player, the donation bar would still be there and they would still be able to donate with a single push of a button. Notice as well that when the give button is pushed, the form that is presented to take the user's payment is overlaid on top of the video so that the attendees do not lose the message being delivered during the event as they are donating. In an effort to allow event managers the level of control they desire during their virtual fundraising events, we created an event management app to help ensure that the event is smooth and engaging. From control over the donation goals and ability to take in-person donations to full control over the live chat function, we strive to make the event planners' lives as easy as possible. So let's take a quick look at some of the event management app's most used features. Let's start with the donation screen. In this screen, event managers can make changes to the donation goal if required, which would manipulate the percentage shown on the donation goal bar in the top banner. They can also submit in-person donations, which is especially useful during hybrid events where some donors could give handwritten check payments. How great is it for the virtual audience to also see these donations come in? So let's give it a try. I'm going to donate $1,000 right now. When donations are made, those donations show up in the live chat window for everyone to see and celebrate. As you can see, event managers can also track how much money has been donated so far. So let's see what happens when we reach the finish line. You will notice two things. The bar reaches 100%, and we get some confetti on the screen. We also allow the event managers to use the Celebrate Donations feature at any point in time during the event because, let's face it, sometimes we have other things to celebrate as well. We also built a screen for the event management team to control the live chat. This is important because sometimes, let's say some people are being disruptive to the chat, we want to allow the event management team to disable the chat momentarily. So with a single push of a button, the chat can be disabled. However, keep in mind that the frequently used emojis can still be used, and the event management team could also send messages into the live chat to explain what's going on. And when the time is right, they can always re-enable chat, and then we are back in business. So with all these capabilities, you can see that we are able to provide a platform that keeps your audience engaged throughout the entire event. They don't have to leave the site to go to another site, which could be disruptive or result in some of your users not knowing how to come back. With the sticky donation bar, we maximize the probability and percentage of donations. And with the event management app, we ensure a smooth event. So with this, I will conclude the demo, and I'll be happy to take any questions after the event is over.
So for those of you who are interested in understanding the reference architecture of our solution, this diagram explains it really well. So you will notice that on the left side of the diagram, you have your camera. This could be a tablet, a smart device, or it could be a broadcast grade camera. As long as that live stream is contributed into the cloud, the AWS Elemental Media Services can pick it up and we can serve it through our platform to your audience. So let's take a look at the first service. The first service is Elemental Media Live. Elemental Media Live can accept typically an RTMP stream, and then that stream is then contributed over to the Elemental Media Package service. That service does something called just-in-time packaging. It also allows us to provide our customers with a feature known as start over or DVR-like capability. What that capability allows your audience to experience is the ability to rewind the live stream if they happen to tune in late and be able to watch it from the beginning. That capability might not necessarily make sense for a virtual fundraising event, but I wanted to make sure that you are aware that this is possible. From Elemental Media Package, then it is picked up by Amazon CloudFront and delivered to your audience through the Rivet Logic platform that is built on top of Crafter CMS. Crafter CMS is an open source enterprise grade content management system that is integrated with Elemental Media Services, and for that reason we are using it to build our platform. The nice thing about this setup is that no matter where your audience is located geographically, they will all be able to experience your event with the same level of quality across all regions of the world. And as we all know, it is very important to ensure that the quality of the video itself is as high as it possibly can be, regardless of the situation of the audience, the network connectivity that they have, or the device that they are using.